Hey, this is JR with Vanjie Berry Signature Realty in Eustis, Florida. I'm going to go over sections 11, 12, 13, and 14 of the exclusive right of sale listing agreement for the Florida Realtors, published in March of 2014. Here it talks about conditional termination, and all that says is that the seller can say that they want to terminate the agreement, and the buyer can agree. And if that happens, then the seller must pay to reimburse the broker for all direct expenses and also a cancellation fee, and they need to also sign a withdrawal agreement. However, the broker can void that conditional termination, and the seller will have to pay the broker full commission, which is noted in paragraph 8A, minus any cancellation fee if the seller transfers the property or sells it to someone during the time periods that are agreed upon in this agreement. Dispute resolution is just saying if you have a disagreement about what happens in the contract or what comes up, then it'll first get mediated. Then if you can't go through mediation, it'll be arbitrated or sent to court. But if it's sent to court, then the winning party can collect reasonable attorney's fees and costs. But if it's under arbitration, then everybody will pay their own fees and costs, and then they'll equally split the arbitrator's fees and administrative fees. Okay, so try to get along, and let's try not to get that far. Let's figure things out if you have a problem, right? Then down here in the miscellaneous section, it talks about that this agreement is binding through the seller and the broker's heirs and the other people who represent them. So basically, if one of us dies, the agreement continues on. The broker can assign the agreement to another listing office. So if it's somebody that has multiple offices, they can just send it to another office. This is the entire agreement that the seller and broker have. There's no other agreement unless you note it in this agreement. This just says you can use electronic signatures. Those will work. Facsimiles will be considered originals. And a buyer is anyone who is a buyer, a tenant, an exchanger, an optionee, or anyone who will be the recipient of the transfer. Then down here you just have additional terms. This is where you sign and date your contact information, and then the brokerage's contact information, and this is where you say that you've received a copy. Alright, so that concludes the exclusive right of sale listing agreement. I hope you learned a lot on here, and if you have any questions, contact me through phone or email. You'll see them down there in the notes, and also stay tuned for other contract instruction.